If you have ever struggled with setting goals, staying on track, or feeling like traditional goal setting methods just don't work for you, you are not alone, okay? You already know what time it is. It's time for the Neurospicy to unmask, unwind, and get divinely aligned. You like how I did that, huh? Each episode, we dive into personal stories, insights, and tools to help you live boldly and in flow. So grab your juice, wine, tequila, whatever suits your fancy, and let's get into it. Hey y'all, I'm your girl, Janasia B, and today we are going to talk about goal setting specifically for the ADHD brains. Now, if you did not tune into my last episode, I talked about discovering that I am ADHD and how I am navigating it, okay? But that doesn't mean that you have to listen to the last episode to listen to this one, but I just wanted to give y'all some context. Before we get into this episode, I want to take a moment to ask, how are you feeling? It is a rather tumultuous time right now, so I want to make sure that I identify that. I get it, I understand. So let's take a moment to breathe through our nose, out through our mouths. I just want to make sure I hold space because it's crazy out there, y'all. It's crazy as hell. Okay, so let's get into this episode. If you have ever struggled with setting goals, staying on track, or feeling like traditional goal setting methods just don't work for you, you are not alone, okay? ADHD changes how we approach goals, and for us, working it backwards is a powerful way to build a life that aligns with our true desires. So let's talk about finding your North Star and how to move toward it in a way that works with your brain, not against it. Before we talk about the how, let's talk about the why. Your North Star is the overarching vision for your life. It's not about a job title and achievements or even a specific milestone. It's about the feeling, the energy, and the legacy you want to leave behind. For me, my North Star is I want to live a joyous, fulfilled life. When I die, I want people to say I was a joyous woman, okay? I want people to say I was a spirited woman. I was a joy to be around. And honestly, when people ask me what my legacy is, my contribution to this world is that I am/was joyful. That's it. That's all I care about. So take a moment. What is your Northern Star? Hey lady, I know you're busy listening to the show, but I just wanted to interrupt and say I appreciate you. Out of all the podcasts out in podcast land, you decided to listen to me, and I just want to say thank you, boo. Living in alignment is not easy, and while this is a labor of love, it is labor nonetheless. So, if you want to support the show monetarily, you can always donate via PayPal or buy me a coffee. See the link in the show notes. And if you don't have the coin, I get it, sis. Sharing with a friend is more than enough. Now, let's get back to the show. When you strip away society's expectations, when you silence the noise of what you should be doing, what is the deep core feeling you want your life to radiate? This is where you begin. We don't start with the to-do list, the systems, or the productivity hacks. Yes, they are important, but it's not everything. We start with the vision. This is how I can take inventory in my current life and ask if what I am doing and if the environments that I am in are in alignment with me. Now that we have the North Star, we need the foundation, our values. Think of the North Star as the roof and the values as the legs of the house, okay? Values act as the compass that helps us make decisions. Our North Star is where we are going. Our values tell us how we are going to get there. So for example, my North Star is joy. I want to experience joy and I want to exhibit joy, right? So my values include freedom, authenticity, and connection. Freedom because I feel the most joy when I am free to move, create, and explore. Authenticity because joy comes from showing up as my full self. Connection because joy is meant to be shared. So, what are your core values? Take a moment to reflect on it. Get out a piece of paper. Write that shit down. When we are in alignment with our goals, with our values, we create sustainable momentum, okay? If a goal does not align with our values, it's going to feel like resistance. And for ADHD, that means it's probably not going to happen, okay? Now that we have the big picture, let's work it backwards. Instead of saying, I want to be a happy person, so I need to do X, Y, and Z, we say, if I were to already be a joyful person, what would my life look like? Now, I am going to give you a cheat. Use ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT, y'all, and be honest. Write it out. Chat gives you this personalized blueprint, and it just makes you feel so seen, understood, valued. Oh, it's wonderful. Let me know if you want the ChatGPT prompt, okay? All right, let's get back to all the other stuff, So let's break it down. So imagine a day in alignment. So if your North Star is joy, what does a joyful day look like for you? For me, it's waking up without an alarm. It's journaling with some tea, working on creative projects, and spending time with people I love. 2, identify your keystone habits. What small habits create that reality? Maybe it's a morning meditation, limiting overwhelming commitments, or setting up systems that make your life easier. The systems, y'all. They do wonders. Number 3, create ADHD-friendly goals. Instead of saying, I want to meditate every day, make it accessible. I will meditate after tea for at least 2 minutes. And number 4, use dopamine-friendly systems. Make it fun, y'all. Set up a reward system. So if that means after you do X, you gonna go get yourself some coffee from your local spot, do that, okay? Use body doubling. I talked about this in my previous episode, but body doubling is basically you and another person pairing up to get some work done. And gamify your progress. So what I like to do is to use the Pomodoro method. And with this method, I set a timer for 25 to 30 minutes. And I get as much done as I possibly can in those 25 to 30 minutes. And then I take a break for 5 minutes. So gamify it, whatever works for you. With ADHD, we need systems that are intuitive and flexible. The key is to build habits that feel good, not only that make us feel like we're doing a chore, okay? Let's make this tangible. Here are 3 steps you can take right now. So 1, define your North Star. I done already told y'all to get y'all pen and y'all pieces of paper and write it down. What's the core feeling you want to feel in your life, okay? 2, clarify your values. Now, I had a whole list of values, but I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't remember all of them. So pick 3 values that guide your decision making and ask yourself, is this in alignment? I've noticed that I have to stop myself sometimes. Whenever I'm having some thoughts or some racing thoughts, or I want to make a decision, I'll say, hold up, girl, wait a minute. What are you doing? 1, and 2, what are you trying to accomplish? And 3, is this in alignment with your goals? All right. Or with your values. 3, what's one tiny habit that aligns with your North Star? Start there. Small shifts lead to massive change. Let me go over it again, because if you are anything like me, you may have forgotten already, okay? So when we are talking about goal setting, we want to look at our North Star. The North Star is our vision. Figure out the feeling you want to feel in your life. Then determine your values. What are your values? What do you value? What is important? I would suggest 3 overarching values that are like paramount for you. Write it down. Write it down, write it down, write it down, and make small steps. I hope this episode gave you a fresh perspective on goal setting. If you have ADHD, know that your brain works differently, and that's okay. But that doesn't mean you can't create a life of joy, success, ease, alignment. balance, or whatever it is that you're looking for. You just need to build a system that works for you. If this episode resonated with you, I love to hear what you have to say. Share your North Star with me on Instagram at Jay the Ruler. I will put it in the show notes. Tag me in your stories. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It helps more people find this space of alignment and joy. Until next time, y'all, love, peace, and high vibrations.